chase on cards, 171. At one stage, it was felt that Karnataka Bulldozers would have to chase a score of around 150.
Yeah, they got a good spurt towards the end. They've reached 171. Now, is that enough to kind of inspire them to a stellar performance in the field remains to be seen, because so far in this tournament, Sanjay, Karnataka have looked head and shoulders above the rest.
And they're very confident of their abilities, and even now I think in this innings you'll see that they won't really panic. They probably will approach the first 6 overs differently, would look not to lose too many wickets in the first 6 overs, and with batsmen like Dhruv and Sudeep to follow, they have a fixed strategy in place.
Yeah, they've got an impressive batting lineup, and if you look at the performances in the previous matches, they bat well, they bat deep, and that's the skipper. Not a smile on his face, he's very determined. However, 171 is 171 runs, so you know, I think the Warriors have something to play with.
At the back of their mind, they know that they've chased down a score of 180 or in the previous outing that they've involved in. So you always have that confidence going as a batting unit.
That's true. I think they've come into this match as favourites, the Bulldozers. Now they know they need to go out there and kind of ratify that ranking.
An unusual field position. I mean, the two fielders which are outside the 30-yard circle are long off and sweeper cover, so which is not really very often in 2020 cricket you see in the first 6 overs.
Oh, that's a terrific delivery. It just completely bamboozled the batsman. Seemed to swing in the air, go towards the leg and middle, and then completely squared him up. Good God, Malcolm Marshall would have been happy bowling like that.
And our very own Kapil Dev, but what was impressive, it was bowled wide outside, wide from the crease, and that makes it more difficult to pick such deliveries. And
again, that's a pretty nice, very good delivery there. Beats the batsman, gets the edge. Not in control there. It's getting to be a good first over. You mentioned the very unorthodox field that he said, which also means that the bowler can't afford at all to be straying down the leg side, because then he would get punished, because such a packed off field.
But would you want a fielder to be in a catching position because he's bowling so well? There you see an outside edge flying off to the third man fence for a 4.
I completely agree. I mean, that's you know what I thought, 4 runs which could have been saved, or perhaps even a wicket got. When the ball is doing so much, look at that. So you have a slightly more orthodox field. You can have a slip, you can have a gully. You don't necessarily need to save runs at this point in time. You need to get wickets.
It also exhibits the kind of approach that Telugu Warriors have come in the bowling into. There you go. Hit over covers, the sweeper cutting it off just for a run. It's 6 for no loss after first over. Well, a pensive looking Sudeep there on the screen. Adarsh has been assigned to take the new ball from the other end. His confidence would be obviously up, because Adarsh has got a very good knock of 45 when they batted, so his confidence is up, and it's a good sign to give him this new ball straight away.
Yeah, he'll be high on confidence. He's obviously one of the star all-rounders, or the star all-rounder. He opens the batting, he opens the bowling, and if he can pick up a couple of wickets, he'll have done his side wonderfully well.
But what really needs to be done is that they need to get a fielder in a catching position, because we've seen some swing and some seam movement as well in the first over. And when a captain sees such a thing, he is very flexible straight away. Even if you have a strategy in place, if you had a chat in the team meeting as to what fields you're going to start with. But if you see something different, I think most good captains would be very flexible and make changes.
I agree with you, Sanjay. I think that they're making, perhaps they're selling themselves short with the ball doing so much. The bowlers, at least the first over, was very impressive. A couple of edges could have gone to the conventional fielding positions, but there was nobody there. And they might just let the batsman off the hook by not having fielders in catching position.
And these stadiums in India are getting better and better thanks to the support they're receiving from the Board of Control for Cricket in India. A loose delivery way outside the off stump, width on offer and punished by the batsman.
Yeah, that's a rasping square cut. Enough width, short enough, and really he just bisected the field there. Not a chance for any fielder to stop that.
Well, we really haven't seen Vishwanath bat because in our growing days there wasn't much television, but was it really close to how Vishwanath used to play the square cut?
Well, I think you'll have to kind of amplify this by a few hundred times. But that's a good shot. And that clears the fence. That's 4 and a 6. That's a lovely shot by Rajiv. And he's cutting loose here. You can see the celebration in the Karnataka dugout.
Well, if the previous one was Vishwanath, this had to be Sehwag, because that's the way Sehwag bats over the point.
Sanjay, talking of Vishwanath, I mean, seeing was believing. And I grew up watching him. I saw him live a few times in the late 70s and 80s. And he was the most magnificent batsman. And to watch him and Sunil Gavaskar in the same team was a treat. I mean, we rejoice in the achievements of Tendulkar and Lakshman and Dravid and Ganguly, who are all great players. But, the kind of impact those two had on Indian cricket without the benefit of television, it was just either hearsay or through newspaper reports or anecdotally. And they were absolutely brilliant batsmen.
Well, Rajiv continues his onslaught and he doesn't bother to run. That's the third boundary. And in the same region, Adarsh missing a trick here, feeding the batsman to his strength, and Rajiv taking full toll of it.
Yeah, that's 2 4s and a 6 in this over. I think he doesn't have the pace to bowl that length, so he's not getting enough pumps. Just sitting up right for Rajiv to cut him as he wants, as he wills. So Adarsh coming in for some stick here. And Karnataka, after a dodgy first over, seem, supremely confident now.
A change of angle and overcompensating for his mistake that he has done on the previous deliveries. All width offered, punished. The ball sitting up nicely, allowing him to go over point. But this was foolish, but pretty sweetly timed.
Interestingly, he's getting some movement, but he's just bowling the wrong length. He needs to pitch it up further. And there, just beyond the fielder there, and that's another 4.
I think Rajiv is winning his mental battles at the moment. He is reading the bowler's mind pretty well. He knew that the bowler has bowled 3 short pitch deliveries or some deliveries which were sitting up nicely, and the bowler had to pitch one up, and he waited for it and played over mid-off. That's not only good execution but good planning as well.
Indeed, and I think
last ball of the over coming up.
Now really need to sharpen up. This has been a very, very poor over for them. That's a wide. I think now Adarsh is trying to do a little too much, perhaps not do enough. He's getting some late movement. He just doesn't seem to have been able to get his length or line right. And it's been easy pickings for Rajiv.
A pretty picture, this RS Reddy Stadium at Vizag. Nicely glided to the third man area. End of the second over. It's
with me Telugu actress Archana, who I know is very excited at this point because she's eager to see how this game is going to turn out, aren't you?
Well, I can say I'm very tense right now because when our Telugu Warriors were batting, I was really excited about the way they batted the last few overs. But now the way Bangalore, these guys are hitting, I mean, it's pretty scary. So we're really excited as well as tensed and eager to see what's going to be the result.
But you have a lot of faith in your boys. They can do this today, can't they? It's a crucial match for them.
Completely. I mean, the way they build up the score itself says that I'm sure they're going to play really well. It's just these few overs that Karnataka guys are hitting a little bit. That's okay. Our guys will make it up.
We can tone it down a little bit, can't they? So tell me, which of the Telugu players at the moment have you actually worked with?
I worked with Vishnu and lots of them. I mean, lots of them I worked with. Vishnu I worked with Rajiv.
And is it weird for you to see them now working together?
Now we're playing together. Or rather, we're cheering up. It's a different feeling, okay? I mean, actors playing cricket and it's fun. It's fun to see them play.
It's good to see you guys from the south all come together and, you know, really support each other. It's a fantastic thing to do.
Completely. I really appreciate, first of all, I need to really appreciate the whole concept of the entire South industry and also the Bombay industry, Bollywood also coming in and playing in for CCL, and it's going to be bigger by the year.
Yeah, well, this is an indication of how great CCL is. Thank you so much for joining us. It's back to you guys in the box.
Well, and that's a close shout, maybe drifting down the leg.
Yeah, it looked pretty close. We'll have to see a slow motion replay of that. Was it going down the leg side or was it swinging back in from leg or swinging away, straightening up? So some indication of the tension in the Telugu Warriors dugout when you heard Archana speak there. She said they were happy to get 171 but not so happy seeing 27 scored of the first 2 overs.
Well, that's how this game goes. It doesn't really work to a script which these film stars are used to, because they know what the script is, they know what the ending is. But it's a cricket match. It's known for its uncertainty.
And not just that, Sanjay, there are no retakes. So you can give a perfect shot in cinema, but there is no retake for you in cricket. If you make a mistake, you're gone, and that's it.
Yeah, it's a wonderful game. Requires a lot of concentration and focus to excel at whatever level that you play on. Well, the ball continues to swing for Vishnu. But Venkatesh needs to do much more than that. He needs to get a fielder in place. He needs to get his field positioning right.
You know, he's got some basic thought there. He's got fielders to cover for the edge or the square drive, but not in catching position. And that's now slashed over point for yet another boundary. So runs coming thick and fast here for the Karnataka Bulldozers. Looking very bleak suddenly for the Telugu Warriors.
Well, width on offers, ball swinging away, batsman in a mood to free his arms. So the only place that the ball is going to end up is in the third man area on the cover fence. So why not have a cover on the third man area? Well, a dot ball to end the third over. It's 33 for no loss. Well, the man with the vision, Mr. Vishnu, and along with him, another co-founder of this concept, the director of CCL, doing a great job bringing stars into the vision of normal people through this amazing celebrity league that they have conceived.
It's interesting because the IPL's formula seemed to be to combine glamour with cricket. The major constituent there was cricket. Here, it's to combine, basically film stars and allow them to play cricket. But the standard has to be a little good. If the standard is not good, it can't work. And I think in this tournament, the players have been able, or the teams have been able to establish a certain standard of play, which is adding to the charm and to the, appeal of the tournament.
What's working in the favor is that the crowds are interested because they're seeing serious cricket. You don't really see a superstar being allowed to bat twice, or the umpires being lenient on the fielders. It's strictly played according to the laws of the game, with no second chance for a mistake. So that's really put everybody on their toes, and we are seeing the effect of it in some quality cricket. Meanwhile, it's driven through covers, not enough power behind that, so would only result in a single.
Yeah, that was a good looking shot, deserved more than just a single. But yes, I think you're right about the competitive nature of this tournament. I think over the past 2 weekends, we've seen that, while they are not professional cricketers, I think these guys have trained hard to come out here and perform to a certain level, which does not look grotesque on the field. It has its cricketing charm, and of course there's the appeal of them all being film stars.
Yeah, and having to juggle between their shooting schedules, which are very hectic and which often are at irregular hours, but they've done well. They've done really well.
That's played very deftly, and nobody, I think, can stop that now from reaching the square leg fence. So this is seeing the Karnataka batsmen at their best. After a hesitant first over, I think they've come along very strongly. Look at that. Finds the gap between square leg and long leg. A lot of risk there in that stroke, Sanjay.
And using the pace of the ball, letting it come to him and rolling the wrist at the last moment. That's a good comeback. It's been a very good opening partnership. 38 for no loss in 22 balls. That's just a good partnership. There you see Sohail Khan, the Mumbai Heroes player. They've arrived for tonight's game.
Well, their fortunes depend a lot on how this match pans out. So the Mumbai team led, Sohail Khan is here. We're going to look at what the Telugu Warriors are up to. They would actually like it if Karnataka wins.
Yeah, that would leave them a chance, an outside chance of making it to the finals of this tournament. End of 4 overs, it's 39 for no loss. Well, the Mumbai Heroes team, they were training this morning. I saw them having a team meeting near the pool area in the hotel. Sunil Shetty was very animated during his team talk. Very similar to what he did in a film like Border.
Yeah, he's group captain here too. But a tough task ahead of them. They're waiting anxiously to see how this match pans out. If Karnataka win here, it becomes in a sense a three-way tie between those teams, and if Mumbai win here, then they have a very good chance of getting into the final, because the net run rate becomes extremely critical for all the other teams.
There you see Akhil back in action. They've gone to Akhil, but he hasn't really started well. There's a valiant effort on the deep cover fence by others.
That's sweetly timed. It beats cover and mid-off. And a good attempt. That's a smart attempt there by Adarsh, but I think the ball gets the better of him there. These diving stops are not easy unless you are trained in them for a fair length of time. So you must give him 100 points for commitment.
Well, Akhil has been introduced in the attack. He didn't really take the field in the first 2 or 3 overs. Probably the after effects of his innings were hampering him. But he has the ability to swing the ball both ways. You'll definitely see him putting one in.
Well, he is bowling a very full length, hoping to get as much movement as he can. And the Telugu Warriors desperately seeking a breakthrough now. It's 43, we are still in the 5th over, which means the run rate is not a problem for the Karnataka Bulldozers. But for the Telugu Warriors, getting wickets is very, very crucial.
Which are few of your favorite movies, Yas? If you go to, say, Telugu or Tamil?
Well, I haven't seen too many Telugu or Tamil movies, but I've seen a lot of the remakes. In fact, just the other night I was watching Shivaji the Boss, Rajinikanth's movie, which I thought was a terrific entertainer. That's 43 after now. There's one more delivery to go. Shivaji the Boss, then I believe Ready, which is the Salman Khan starrer, is a remake of a Telugu movie.
For me, it has to be a film called Nayakan. Again, a remake was made in Hindi by the name of Dayavan.
That's edge to third man. Only a single there. It's going to be 40.
Well, I'm super excited because I have a very, very big actress from the south, and I know this because the crowd behind us is going absolutely wild cheering for her. Priya Mani, you have acted in all regions of the south. So this must be difficult for you today, trying to decide who to support.
Yeah, it's actually pretty difficult because I keep getting a lot of questions from all the teams asking me who am I going to support. So the only answer I can give is all the teams because I am the brand ambassador for CCL as such. So,
And what has that role been like?
very difficult because I can't support a particular team. I cannot be partial towards a single team. So I have to contribute to, sitting with all the teams and supporting all the players and things like that. So it's quite interesting and it's quite exciting as well.
And you also have a lot of your leading men playing out there for various different teams, so that must be hard as well, right?
It's very hard because the moment somebody scores a run or something and you support for them, the other team, they're like, why are you supporting them? Support us. And so, I'm like,
Cheering on the inside.
yeah, both the teams. So whoever scores, yeah, or whoever gets a wicket, like, very good.
So what do you think of the Celebrity Cricket League and the atmosphere and the vibe, not only here today but throughout the tournament?
I think it's great. I mean, it's a fantastic league as such. If you see, all the 4 teams coming in and playing together, it's a great mixture of entertainment and excitement, and the crowd's been absolutely fabulous in all the grounds, and I just wish it continues.
Well, with fantastic supporters like you, I'm sure that it will. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Back to you guys in the box.
Well, the crowd's enjoying it, but
We haven't really ran away with the game. That's Karnataka Bulldozers. Telugu Warriors on the other end would have liked a wicket or two, but I think they can still do with what is there on the board right now.
yes, obviously the second over from Adarsh really cost them a lot, Telugu Warriors. Some brilliant shots being played. That's cleaned him up. That came back in. That will keep the Telugu Warriors in the hunt. Venkatesh is excited. Bulldozers lose their first wicket.
Well, Rajiv was the record in chief earlier in that over that you mentioned, but Raghu got the better of him. Straight delivery, no room whatsoever, cramped him for room. You miss, I hit, that's Raghu. Rajiv takes that long walk back. Karnataka Bulldozers have been pulled back. And some exciting captaincy as well from Venkatesh. He's got the slip fielder and used that edge and these twin blows are going to hurt Karnataka Bulldozers really badly. He is dejected too.
Pradeep gone for naught. It's 45 for 2.
Well bowled, well negotiated.
First wicket to ball. The ball jagging in, cleaned him up, no end. And the second ball angling away to the left-hander. A fine tickle, Adarsh making no mistake behind the wicket. Venkatesh enjoyed it. And even at his age, you can see that